I have watched mortals stumble through the fog of deception, their souls tethered to unseen chains, their fates dictated by whispers they cannot hear. Puppets swaying to the pull of silver strings, blind to the hands that move them. But I have also seen the few who sever their bonds, the ones who stand untouched by deceit, unbowed by the weight of control. Their will is their own, their mind a fortress no intruder can breach. You wish to be one of them, to command the storm, not be scattered by it, to see through the veils of illusion, to hold steady when the world conspires to bend you. Then listen closely. 7 truths await you, etched in the marrow of those who have conquered the art of resilience. Take them in. Let them shape you. The knowledge of thyself. There was once a man who sought wisdom in the voices of others. He mirrored their opinions, shaped himself by their approval, and feared the echo of his own thoughts. He was a hollow vessel, easily filled with whatever poison another chose to pour, and so he was manipulated at every turn, by lovers who whispered false devotion, by merchants who promised treasures in exchange for loyalty, by leaders who fed him fear to make him obedient. Only when he faced himself in the stillness of the grave did he realize he had never truly known who he was. Know yourself. Know your desires, your fears, your wounds, and your strengths. A man who understands his own worth cannot be swayed by those who seek to define it for him. The art of silence. Once, a woman was known for her open heart and eager tongue. She revealed her secrets freely, believing honesty to be her strength. But those who listened did not always have kind intentions. They learned her vulnerabilities, her dreams, her wounds, and they used them against her. Her kindness became her chains, her trust, her downfall. The one who cannot be manipulated is the one who knows when to remain silent. Not all deserve to hear your fears, your plans, or your pains. Speak with caution, for words can be turned into weapons by the wrong hands. The power of no. A man who feared rejection was given many burdens. He agreed to favors he despised, endured friendships that drained him, and allowed his time to be stolen by those who gave nothing in return. He believed that saying yes kept him safe from loneliness, but in truth, it made him a prisoner. And so when the wolves came dressed as allies, he lacked the strength to turn them away. They devoured his peace, bit by bit, until nothing remained. Learn the power of no. It is a sword that cuts through obligation, a shield that guards your energy. The manipulator thrives on your fear of refusal. Take that fear away, and you take away their control. The mastery of emotion. A king once ruled with a heart easily stirred. Rage burned him, sorrow drowned him, flattery blinded him. His enemies knew this well. They played upon his tempers, whispered false praises, and crafted tragedies to make him act in ways that served their schemes. He was a king in title, but a pawn in truth. The one who cannot be manipulated is the one who masters their emotions. Anger should be a tool, not a leash. Sadness should be acknowledged, but never be your compass. If another can pull your strings by provoking your feelings, then you do not own yourself. They do. The wisdom to see the puppeteers. A traveler once entered a city where everyone smiled too easily, where words dripped with too much sweetness. He felt welcome, at peace, until he noticed the way the smiles faded when backs were turned, the way kindness was given only to those who obeyed. And then he saw the strings. The manipulators are always there, hiding behind charm, using guilt as a noose, offering gifts that come with unseen shackles. Learn to see them. Pay attention to patterns, to inconsistencies, to the pressure beneath their persuasion. He who sees the strings cannot be made to dance. The unyielding will. Once, there was a soldier who knew his path, yet the world pulled at him. His family begged him to stay. His enemies tempted him with gold. His fears whispered that he was not strong enough, and so he hesitated, until all his choices had been made for him. To be unmanipulable is to decide for yourself and stand by that decision. When you know your course, let no voice, no guilt, no fear turn you from it. A river that constantly shifts its path never carves through stone. Be the force that cannot be redirected. The understanding that you owe nothing. A dying man wept, for he realized he had lived not for himself, but for the expectations of others. He had been the obedient son, the reliable friend, the agreeable servant to every demand. He had spent his life repaying debts that were never his to bear. And now, at the edge of the abyss, he wondered, had he ever truly lived? You owe nothing to those who seek to control you. Not your time, not your choices, not your submission. Live with kindness, yes, but let it be by choice, not by chains. The Unshackled Soul. I have seen the strings that bind men and women to the will of others. I have seen their spirits weighed down by unseen hands, their lives stolen in whispers and well-placed lies. But I have also seen those who walk freely, untouchable, sovereign over themselves. You wish to be among them? Then carve these lessons into your bones. Be silent where silence is power. Be strong where strength is tested. Be wise where wisdom is needed. And above all, be the master of your own fate. For the Reaper comes for all, but only some will meet me having truly lived. Will you?